Hello everybody, this is Keith from CryptoCoinMindSet. I hope this video finds you well today. And this is a breaking news, a announcement that needs to get out there, and we need the people in the crypto space to spread the word about this. I was just listening to a video from Charles Hoskinson, and we're going to look at a little piece of that in a moment. But right now, we need to activate the cryptocurrency and blockchain base and have you contact your congressmen and your senators and tell them that they need to pull out this blank check portion that has been put in the America Competes Act. Hang tight, we're going to talk right about it. All right, welcome back. I would ask normally that you would like this video, that you would subscribe to our channel, and I really do ask that you do that because the more people we can get the word out to about blockchain and cryptocurrency, the better off we're going to be. But also today, please be sure to share this video with everyone you know that even has a passing interest in cryptocurrency, and honestly, that has any kind of interest in the fact of doing any kind of trading and having due process in the United States. These bills that are being rammed through Congress are eroding our country left and right. Now, in the new America Competes Act that's before Congress as we speak, there is a basic secret provision that was originally put in the National Defense Authorization Act. It was eventually pulled out of that because everyone realized that the language in that section of the bill was just detrimental to the U.S. economy and the rule of law in the United States. We're going to have links to everything we show you in the description below, so make sure you go check everything out for yourself. The bill we're talking about now, those same provisions that were pulled out of the NDAA are now added back into the America Competes Act. And this act is meant to be keeping the United States competitive with China. Now, frankly, the provisions that are inserted into this act basically give the Treasury Secretary a blank check, unilateral authority to declare anything that, in this case, she wants, Janet Yellen wants, to be illegal in the United States as far as with respect to the Treasury, illegal at the swipe of her pen. So think about it this way. For those of you who are into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and any form of cryptocurrency or blockchain, she could literally wake up one morning and decide that cryptocurrencies are no longer valid and they're done. And we already know from many statements and interviews she's had that she is no fan of cryptocurrency. But that being said, basically what this does is removes all the administrative procedures and safeguards in the special measures section of the Bank Secrecy Act. Before, the Treasury Secretary could literally say that something is illegal, and after 120 days, they would have to hold public hearings to defend their position and continue that prohibition on whatever it was. If this passes in the America Competes Act of 2022, that safeguard, that procedure that we would have to have public hearings to overturn one person's decision would be stripped away and would no longer exist. So, who is the architect of this provision of the bill that's set in the America Competes Act? Congressman Jim Hines out of Connecticut. Democrat congressman, been in Congress since 2009. Don't really know the man, so let's go take a look at his Wikipedia page here. According to this, he's an American businessman serving the U.S. Connecticut's 4th District in the U.S. Congress since 2009. obviously a member of the Democrat Party. Sorry. Does my anxiety over this whole thing just show through? Well, let's go look a little bit at his career and his life here. Family man, couple of kids, worked for different companies in Lima a lot. And here is, in my opinion, where we get into the current mess. His career began when he started working for Goldman Sachs as a banker in Latin America and New York. What that means to me is the banking industry, the traditional finance industry, the one that is the antithesis of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, is lining his pocket. So they're basically paying him off to make sure that this gets passed. Again, it already got defeated when he tried to put it in the National Defense Authorization Act. It got stripped out of there because people realized, his constituents realized, that it was a bad idea to give one non-elected official unilateral authority over what is and isn't legal with no sense of recourse. Again, this is a call to action to contact your congressman and your senators and explain to them that this provision, which is highlighted on page 1482 of the America Competes Act, and basically spells out how it limits the authority of the Treasury Secretary to do things for more than 120 days and gives them blank authority. That should scare anyone. Democrat, Republican, Independent, it doesn't matter. Crypto enthusiast, hell, just someone that likes using their own money at the bank. They're slowly eroding what we can do, and they're trying to track everything that we do. Now is the time to get in full gear, get off your butt and contact people in Congress to make this go away and get it pulled out of this bill, because this America Competes Act, let's face it, the likelihood of it passing is probably very high. So we need to get this stuff that gives the Treasury Secretary unilateral authority taken out of this bill. Now, again, I told you I first heard about this watching a video from Charles Hoskinson, and we're going to go and listen to just a little bit of that right now. So, because I honestly, I think he just says it so much better than me. But again, here he is.
And it's sickening. This was defeated once before. And Jerry even references that in one of his tweets as we go down here. Number 10. This provision was first introduced as an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act by good old Jim. And it couldn't get through because it was a horrible idea then. And now it's back. And it's been snuck into a bill that has a high probability of passing the House. And whether it passes the Senate or not is completely dependent upon whether Joe Manchin wakes up on the left side or the right side of the bed. One person. So we have to go back to the drawing board and try to trust the democratic process, I guess. Message your congressmen, message your senators, and tell them maybe giving unilateral authority to the Treasury Secretary to ban any asset in the United States at any time they want with no public oversight and hearing, with no process, and just do whatever the hell they want. And you can see the language right here stripped out. Not a good thing. I mean, look at this language. Form of requirement. The special member described in subsection may be imposed in subsequent combination of secretary shall, and these paragraphs do these things. And you have 120 days, and then you have to hold a public hearing, and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, but we're just going to get rid of all that. Instead, just hand absolute power to one person who's not elected and give that person the power to ban all cryptocurrency in the United States. We have this industry as long as we fight for this industry. If you're an Ethereum fan listening, a Solana fan listening, an NFT fan listening, a Bitcoin fan listening, all of you are impacted by this. Every single one of you. At what fucking point do you stand up and say, we've had enough, don't do this? Every politician who votes for this, primary them. donate money to the people who run against them, vote against them. How can you be a cryptocurrency fan and first allow the infrastructure bill to pass with this horrible thing that makes it exceedingly difficult to operate basic infrastructure in the United States? And now the next step on the unending agenda is for them to pass something to give one person with no debate or recourse unilateral authority to end all financial institutions from participating in cryptocurrencies. With this bill, Janet can wake up tomorrow, if it passes, and say, you know, I don't think Coinbase should trade Bitcoin. Okay? She would have the power to do that. This is not a joke.
This is not a joke, as he was just about to say. This is serious business. Again, this is a call to action to anyone in the cryptocurrency space. Contact your congressman, contact your senators, tell them that the provisions of this, giving the Secretary of the Treasury unilateral authority to basically declare cryptocurrency null and void in the United States, is unacceptable. Please share this video with everyone you know who might be interested in cryptocurrency, or hell, just interested in the freedoms in the United States of America. We have links down below to all of the information we've cited here today. Please go check it out. Do your own research. Make sure that you visit our website, CryptoCoinMindset.com. Check out our Telegram channel, link in the description below, and our newsletter to stay on top of all of this important information as it happens. This is your call to action. Get out there, be active, and defend the cryptocurrency space.